Hi friends, welcome to Malata's YouTube channel. Today what we are going to see, it's a English drama. The title is Dr. Faustus. It comes under the topic British Literature 1. Dr. Faustus is a drama, English drama written by Christopher Marlowe. Christopher Marlowe, otherwise called as Kit Marlowe. To say about him briefly, he was born in 1564 in Canterbury and died in 1593 in Deptford. His parents are John Marlowe and Catherine Arthur. Christopher Marlowe's some of works are Huron Leander, Edward II, Dido Queen of Carthage, Dr. Faustus, Tamerlane the Great, the Jew of Malta. Among these, his first work was the Tamerlane the Great and his last work was the Jew of Malta, and his most famous work was Dr. Faustus. This is the drama Dr. Faustus. Now we are going to see. When we think about English literature, obviously suddenly the only one name will come into our mind is that William Shakespeare. So there is a close connection between William Shakespeare and Christopher Marlowe. Okay, Christopher Marlowe was born in the year 1564, same as our Shakespeare was also born in the same year. This is the biggest connection between them. And also Shakespeare reused Christopher Marlowe's themes in some of his works. Like Shakespeare wrote The Merchant of Venice, followed by Christopher Marlowe's The Jew of Malta. And Shakespeare wrote the Richard II, followed by Christopher Marlowe's Edward II. Like Shakespeare reused Christopher Marlowe's themes in some of his plays. Okay, and Shakespeare had paid a great tribute to Marlowe in his work As You Like It. Okay, and Christopher Marlowe actually was a Elizabeth period of writer. He was a Elizabeth tragedian of his day. Marlowe's plays are known for the use of blank verse. Marlowe and William Shakespeare and Robert Frost are the writers, those who are all using the blank verse. What is called blank verse? Blank verse means it's a form of writing poetry. It's the standard form for a dramatic verse. Okay, it is the most common and influential form of writing a poetry. Okay, we have heard about blank verse and also free verse. Whether blank verse and free verse are the same or not. Blank verse and free verse both are free from the rhyme scheme. Blank verse and free verse don't have the rhyme pattern. This is the similarity between these forms. And what's the difference between blank verse and free verse means blank verse has a regular meter but don't have the rhyme scheme. Okay. But free verse don't have the meter also, whereas not having the rhyme scheme, especially blank verse used unrhymed iambic pentameter. Okay, this is about the blank verse and free verse, and our Christopher Marlowe is mostly famous for his using of blank verse. Okay, next we will see about the source of the play Dr. Faustus. Actually, Dr. Faustus was a historical person whose name is Johannes Faustus, who is an astrologer lived in Germany. There was an anonymous German work which was written about the person Johannes Faustus, the historical person. The work name is Historia Vandi Johannes Faustus. This is the source of the play. Based on the anonymous German work Historia Vandi Johannes Faustus, our play Dr. Faustus had been written by Christopher Marlowe. Okay, this drama Dr. Faustus first was published in 1604. Okay, and secondly this was published in the year 1616. So next we will see the character sketch of this play. The characters took place in the drama Dr. Faustus, or Dr. Faustus. He is the protagonist of this play. He is a German scholar, a professor at the University of Wittenberg. Okay, next Wagner. Wagner is a servant to Faustus. Next, Words and Cornelius. They are also German scholars. They are the magician friends to Faustus. Okay. Next, Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles is the prince of the underworld. Underworld means hell. Next, Lucifer. Lucifer is the ruler of the underworld, head of the underworld. The ruler of the hell is Lucifer. Next, the clown is a character who is a servant for Wagner. Who is Wagner? Wagner is the servant of Dr. Faustus. Next character, the horse courser, is a foolish trader, foolish horse trader in this play. Next, good angel and bad angel are the characters. And Charles V, the Emperor of Germany, is a character. And Knight is a character who took place in the German Emperor's court. And seven deadly sins are the characters took place in this play. They are pride, envy, gluttony, wrath, covetousness, sloth, and lechery are the seven deadly sins. And Pope is a character who is the head of the Roman Catholic Church. Okay. And next, the Duke and the Duchess of Van Holt is a character in this play. Next, Robin and Ralph are the stable boys in Wittenberg. Robin is an hostler boy in Wittenberg. Ralph is his friend. Okay. Next character is Vintner. Vintner is a character who chases Robin for a purpose. And one more character is the chorus. Chorus means a group of voice. It's a device used to comment on the action of the play. In villages, while we see the dramas, in between we will see this kind of chorus. You just remember that a group of members will raise the chorus voice. That is the chorus. That is also a important character in this play. Okay. These are the characters in this play, Dr. Faustus. Next we will see the complete story of this play, Dr. Faustus. In English drama, we will see the stories in act wise. In that way, here we are having 5 acts in this play, Dr. Faustus. We will see each of the acts one by one. In the act 1, we are having 4 scenes. So we will see the content of the act 1. Okay. The story begins with the description of the protagonist of our play, Dr. Faustus. Protagonist means the hero of this play. Hero, Dr. Faustus, is a German scholar, as we have already seen, a professor at the University of Wittenberg. He has mastered in some usual subjects: medicine, law, logic, and theology. Medicine makes the practitioner to be rich in a short period, but it cannot abolish death. When it comes to law, deals with the petty problems related to the property, the problems which are arising out of the inheritance of property. Logic gives the person merely how to argue. And of course, our protagonist Dr. Faustus has already mastered over this art, logic. Okay. And finally, theology. Theology means the study of religion, the study of gods. He has been completely mastered in this art also. Having completely mastered in these arts, medicine, law, logic, and theology, he is not satisfied. He is dissatisfied with these conventional subjects. He wishes that he wants to learn something beyond this all. So finally, he chooses to specialize in necromancy. Necromancy means black magic. He wants to learn black magic. Necromancy means it's a magical practice which is used to deal with the dead people. Why? If you learn necromancy, you can speak with the dead people, you can reanimate the dead people, and you can foretell the future by communicating with the dead people. So this is what our Dr. Faustus is expecting in real. He wants to learn something beyond what he has learned already. Okay, that is necromancy, which is called black magic. We can also say this as witchcraft, sorcery, like we can say. To study necromancy, one should have to go to the underworld so that he can speak to the dead people. So this is what our Dr. Faustus actually wants. He wants to learn the necromancy, so he has to go to the underworld. That means he has to go to the hell. This is the concept. So he has decided to learn necromancy so that he can have the unlimited power which will rule not only over the men but also over the universal elements. He wants the experts specialized in the art of necromancy. Okay, so he asks servant Wagner. He often becomes a laughing stock while trying to imitate Dr. Faustus. This is the nature of the servant Wagner. Okay, so to teach the art of black magic to the Faustus, Wagner brings two German experts. They are Wurz and Cornelius. They are the two German scholars, those who are well versed in the art of conjuring. Conjuring means by pronouncing some magical spells, bringing the dead spirits into the existence is the art of conjuring. Okay. While seeing this, the fellow scholars of Dr. Faustus are trying to correct Dr. Faustus, but they couldn't. The fellow scholars of Dr. Faustus actually don't like this kind of activities of Dr. Faustus. So they have decided to tell about this all to the rector of the college. Rector means head of the college or university or the head of the religion. The person who is in the highest authoritative position. Okay, is the rector. The activities of the fellow scholars to correct Dr. Faustus from his bad activities will be actually very comic in this play. However, Dr. Faustus is not ready to listen this all, to hear anybody's words. He has decided strongly in his mind to learn necromancy. He has no second thought in this case. The mysterious character Mephistopheles is the assistant for the Satan. While doing the magical practice of art of conjuring, the Mephistopheles appears in front of Dr. Faustus, Wurz and Cornelius. Okay, Mephistopheles, he is the prince of the underworld, prince of the hell. Then who is the king? Who is the ruler? The Lucifer. Lucifer means the Satan. Satan means the head of the evil powers is the Satan. Mephistopheles appears and what he comes to tell to Dr. Faustus means he just conveyed his feelings about how he departed from God and how he fell into the hell. Like all the details he is describing to Dr. Faustus, but Dr. Faustus is brushed aside all these explanations, all these anxieties of this Mephistopheles, and is coming to tell directly to Mephistopheles that he is exactly ready to sell his soul to Lucifer in return for 24 years of unrestricted powers to achieve whatever his heart desires. Like he conveyed his willing of selling his soul to Lucifer. As scenes going on like this, a comic scene is arriving. This scene is a comic scene and is a parody of the main plot. Main plot means the main theme of the play. Parody means it's a satire, which means it's a piece of writing, speech or music that copies something in a funny way. This is called parody. Okay, so this scene, this small scene, this particular scene is a parody of the main plot. What happens here? Wagner, the servant of Dr. Faustus, and Wagner has a servant who is the clown. Here Wagner is threatening the clown to sell his soul to Lucifer in return for getting few French crowns. Here actually the clown is clear enough to understand that the French crowns are actually not worthy in England. So he is clear about that. The clown is actually what is wanting that he want a flea so that he could get among women and tickle them. Means he can enjoy with the woman. This is what he expects. What is happening there? Same like here is also happening to the clown. But here the clown, what is going to decide? Here the clown is more sensible than Faustus. As the few French crowns are not worthy in England, why should we sell our soul to Lucifer? Like the clown is thinking in this parody. But what is happening in the main plot? Dr. Faustus has been decided to sell his soul to Lucifer in exchange for the 24 years of voluptuous enjoyment. So what is happening there and what is happening here? This is a similarity scene to the main plot. Here the clown is threatened by the devils Belial and Belcher. Like Faustus also will be threatened by the Mephistopheles and Lucifer and by the devils. With this clown parody scene, the act 1 is getting the end. Okay, so next what will happen? In my next video, I will give you the content of the act 2 and act 3. Okay, keep watching to know the complete story of this play, Dr. Faustus. Keep supporting me. Thank you.